Hey guys, it's James the Rambling Dasher, and we are here for another round of door dashing. So yay for us! But yeah, we are I'm gonna try something new out tonight when it gets dark or when this mic unplugs. I do have this band around my visor here that is going to hold this battery into place. So when my microphone gets weak, I'll just plug it in up there rather than holding it in my lap, which is a pain in the rear, because half the time I forget about it that I lay it over in the other chair. But yeah, we're going out dashing. Our goal tonight is to get $100, as is every night, most every night that we go out. It is Friday, September, I don't know, maybe the 5th? Yep, September 5th. I got way too many stuff going on my phone here. I used to coach soccer for kids, for my son and other kids that I didn't know until then. But then one of the moms just posted, and I can't find it now, but oh, there it is. She posted this thing about I'm very thankful for my kids have had some of the best coaches. And she just shared a story about how coaches can do good things for kids and this, that, and another. And I said, I only know one, and he was second tier at best. And she laughed at that. I put like rolling on the floor laughing, and she goes, lies. He was the best soccer coach. So anyway, that is too funny because I definitely wasn't the best soccer coach, but we had fun. I hope my kids had fun. That was the goal anyway. We tried to win some games and get out there and have fun. So anyway, we got out there and did something anyway. So yeah, we're dashing. I'm leaving the house, leaving my neighborhood, in the hopes to get some door dashes going tonight. We did today just get the new unveiling of the latest and greatest of the app, and yeah, because when I left Wednesday I was platinum. Now I'm gold without having to change anything because of this new tier system they have. So I just did I know I just did a live stream of the new changes, on which this video won't come out for 2 or 3 days. So I'm basically caught up on most of my videos. Today, Friday the 5th, is actually episode 100 is going to be unveiled at 6 o'clock tonight. And then after that, oh wow, they just tore down a building here in the last couple days, because that building was there the other day. I could have swore, but wow. I guess they're getting ready to put this highway through here. They're gonna take this road and make it 5 lanes all the way back into Little Rock. So I have driven past some restaurant places so far and have not gotten any orders. So it's somewhat discouraging for a Friday afternoon, because I would like to get some orders before I get out the door. But it could be different because I have this new status. I don't know. The email I got said I was going to be platinum until the 12th, but when I log in, I'm only gold. It says, congrats, your higher ratings unlock the new rewards. Woohoo! So the new rewards, you being gold only means that you get potential for getting faster orders. That anybody that's silver and below are a long ways down on the wait list. So mine says average wait 1 to 4 minutes right now. So I may just go sit at the Wingstop for a couple minutes and see what happens with that. But yeah, so we'll sit down there and see what my ratings are. I do know, but let's see, ratings. So my ratings right now, gold, down from platinum on Wednesday. My overall Dasher rating is at 78 out of 100. My acceptance is at 74. And the new ratings are that you get, there's a point scale for all the different things that they're monitoring, right? And a acceptance rate is now ranging from I think 0 to 30 points. I've got 25 out of 30 from my acceptance. Completion, I'm at 100%, which is a 15 out of 15 points. My quality rating has no score. I have 100%. My customer rating, 4.99. I have 10 out of 10. Let's see what, I didn't even look at these earlier. You got to have a 4, 8, 8, or up to 5 to have 9 or 10 points. So somewhere in there it breaks over between 9 and 10. If you're at 476 to 482, then you're gonna have a 7.8. So, and if you have, oh, I just got an order. We're gonna go ahead and accept it. It's only $4.25, but this could be a bad night right off the bat. But I don't want to drop any more on my AR, because I need to hit up over 75 to get it up there, because I'm a few points away, and if I can get my on-time delivery going, then I will I've done something to my knuckle on the inside of my hand, and it hurts very much so right now when I touch it on anything. Alright, so we're gonna head over to Chick-fil-A, pick up this order. Traffic is not cooperating with me right now. Okay, maybe the floodgates have opened. So I'm gonna try to do my best to get up to platinum. I've got a few days to get there. I don't know if I can do it, because the only real way, because I only have 3 or 4 points that I can even get from AR, right? And probably not that many, because I can gain 1 by just going up 1 in my AR, but my acceptance rate is at 83%, and that is deemed a 13 out of 30. So your acceptance rate has a huge weighting in this 100. I've only got 13 out of 30, so that automatically puts me out of platinum status by having a 13 out of 30, just by missing 17 points. I think you got to have an 80 something. Let's see if I can tell. I don't know that I can tell with having this order here. Ratings. I gotta have 85 points to have platinum, and I'm at 78. So the only thing I can really improve on is I can probably get 1 point on my AR, maybe a couple, but once you hit 26, and 26, you get a 26 on your AR once you hit 75, and I'm at 74% right now on my acceptance rate. So I need 1 more decline to drop off to hit that 76, and then my on-time rate is at well, it's at 83%. Sorry, it's at 83, and you can have anywhere from 76 to 90%, and it jumps from 6 to 20. So I need to get that 83 on up there to 20, from my 13 up to 20 points. And if I do that and this 1 point on my AR, I should be gold. Man, these people can't park with crap in here. Why people had to have such big cars? Alright, I'm here at Chick-fil-A. I'm gonna run in and grab this food. Hopefully nobody just rams my little car here. If they do, they do. I don't really care. They'll get more damage on theirs than they will mine. So sit tight, hang out. We're gonna go for the long road tonight, and I'll talk more about what we do here in just a second, but I'm gonna hit this pause button and it'll feel like a second to you. See you in a second. Hey guys, we're back, and let's see, it looks like I can just get the back way out and go down the freeway and cross over a little ways down the road. It looks like that vehicle has been scraped on a time or two already. It's a nice fancy Tahoe. I don't know how old it is, but yeah, they've drugged down the side of something there. Alright. My tires are squealing. On that new, they put that black, I don't know what it is, topper down on the asphalt, and the tires just squeal on it when I turn on those things. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, so just a heads up, I try to do 3 dashes a week. I do have a full-time job during the day. And I try to get out 3 nights a week and do about 6 hours. So in each of those nights I do 2 episodes of the Rambling Dasher. The second episode is usually in the dark, and so I've deemed it to be called Dashing in the Dark, a play on the song of Bruce Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark. I have yet to track down Weird Al to get the video of him being a dasher and singing Dashing in the Dark, but you know, there's still hope, right? The goal is to, our ultimate goal is well, the primary goal, I don't know what I'm saying, but I have multiple different little goals that I shoot for. I would like to get 20 bucks an hour, and if I did that for 6 hours, I would have $120. But I maybe occasionally, but rarely have ever hit $20 an hour for 6 hours. It would have to be an astonishing time. And we are not living in astonishing times this summer, that's for sure. Yeah, I haven't had a 6-hour shift for $120 all summer long. I've had some 109, maybe 110. I had 108 a week or two ago, but not 120, that's for sure. And I do believe that DoorDash's algorithm will throttle you if they see you've hit $20 in about 3 hours. They will like, whoops, we gotta shut that dude down. If I got $60 after 3 hours, they're like, nope. I don't know if it's them or just coincidence, but it's happened way too many times. that I don't think it's coincidence. It happened Wednesday. I had $60 after 3 hours on Wednesday and ended up the night with $89. I could not get squat in the last 3 hours. I was just frustrated beyond belief and just like, nope. So yeah, I made it home with $60 after 3 hours and $89. So that was 3 hours where I made like 29 bucks. So yeah, that was garbage. I'm still a little peeved about it. So this one here, I'm doing my best. I don't know how good it's gonna be. It says I should be, I think I have, let me see what it says. Deliver by 4:51, and I am on track to deliver it by 4:45. So I got a bit of leeway here. So fingers crossed I can get this knocked out and get another on time on my thing, and hopefully knock some. There's a chance I don't knock any late deliveries off. I don't, because I could easily knock off a early or on-time delivery and replace it with an on-time delivery. So that's kind of how it works, is that it's the rolling 100 on a lot of these things, which I don't have a problem with. It's just the fact that you think, oh, I'm gonna get one that's on time, but then guess what, it doesn't increase your value. The same thing with acceptance rate is it doesn't always increase your acceptance rate when you accept one. So the other day I think I did one day I did 8. I did a short day one day. Yeah, I did 8 deliveries and only increased my AR by like 1. So that'll happen. So yeah, I get out here, try to do these things. We split it up into 2 different episodes. I was about 2 weeks behind on all my videos, but now I just I'm trying to get, my computer is acting up, the internet, my Wi-Fi, and I broke this little Wi-Fi thing I have because my internal Wi-Fi thing is crap. This computer is like 2016-ish or something like that, so it's over 10 years old probably. And and I missed my turn. This is how I missed out on these deliveries and screw up this stuff, is by going the wrong way, missing turns and everything, and then try not to get ran over by people. So this is what happens when you ramble a lot. You miss your turns. Oh, and I have never been down this dirt road. It's one thing about where I live. I don't get that many dirt roads, but every once in a while I do. So here's, and this one really isn't that far off the highway either. So, but just so happens there's a dirt road down here, and people probably put a trailer or something down here at the end of it. I don't know, there's a big old house. Yeah, these are all houses. Wow. You would think they'd pave the road. Alright, I'm gonna go deliver this food. We'll be right back. Alright guys, we are back. I'm assuming that one was delivered on time. Let's see, go. I'm just gonna run over there and take a look. Ratings. completion on time. So Chick-fil-A on time, but I'm still 83 and 17. So, and the crazy thing is I go in there and I dispute all of the ones that the restaurant causes me to be late, and they won't let me I'm just gonna, they said thank you, and I'm gonna give them the best Chick-fil-A response possible. My pleasure. Now give me some extra tips, people, come on. Return to dash. It says 2 to 10 minutes average wait time, and that's as a gold dasher. So I tell you what, so this is what I do a lot of times, not to just ramble on too much. Plus I'm trying to eat better and stick within a window of time to do some intermittent fasting. So I got up early to take the kid to school this morning, and I forgot that I was doing that and just started eating breakfast at like 7:30. And yeah, that was way earlier than what I wanted to start eating, because I was wanting to hold out to like 10 or so. So I'm gonna try to finish eating by 6. So if I eat from 10 to 6, that's an 8-hour eating window, and hopefully we'll get in a little bit better shape by doing that. So anyway, I'm gonna hit the pause button. You won't miss me for a second, and we'll be right back when we get our next order. Alright guys, we had another tiny little order at McDonald's, so I have picked it up and we are headed out to deliver it. I think I got it picked up on time, and I've got maybe about a 4-minute window of the GPS time versus the time it says I have to be there. So, but traffic is backed up and I can't get out of the parking lot. So we're gonna go deliver this. It was like $4.25, and it was down towards Otter Creek, which I don't want to be down here, but I'm gonna have to fight my way to get back to the Benton Bryant area. So, because down here we do get a lot of nickel and dime orders. So anyway, I'm gonna hit pause, get through this traffic, and we'll see you on the other side. Hey guys, so we just delivered that $4.25 order, and we immediately got like a $9 order for like 12 miles, but the 12 miles takes me back into where I want to DoorDash. So it's a little food truck, Mexican food truck right around the corner from here, so I'm gonna go pick that up and get it delivered. Yeah, we're set at like 8:50 for the day, so I'm gonna keep eating my dinner, and we'll see what happens, but we'll check in as soon as I pick up this food, and then we'll get it delivered and see what the total is there at the end. But anyway, sit tight. Thank you for sticking around this far. If you haven't already, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. It would greatly help me out, and if you can, watch it all the way to the end, see what happens. So we'll see you in a minute. Alright guys, we have picked this I don't know, it's a tacos Italiano, which sounds Italian, but I'm pretty sure it's not. So anyway, it does say it's 13 miles, and I'm not liking what I see here, because where the heck is this thing taking me? Oh, it's taking me to get on the freeway, and then to go all the way down to Benton that way. I hate to do that, because that interchange there is going to be horrible. So I'm going to bypass that and go this way. It says 19 minutes. 5:38 is when I have to, no, when do I have to deliver it by? I have to deliver it by 5:39. So I've got a very tight window. So if traffic screws me over here at all, it's going to be bad. But it is what it is. So I'm just going to roll with it. Try to do my best. I'm not going to bore you guys with the ride down there. But yeah. So 18 minutes to get this one delivered, but we're going to be back in the Benton Bryant area. So we'll see you back here in a second. Just sit tight. Thank you. All right, guys, we just got the delivery. I don't remember. I think it was $12.50 maybe. I don't know. That doesn't sound right, but maybe. But any which way, I am now sitting at $20 after 3 deliveries. So I could have swore I had $8.50. $8.50 plus $11.50 would have made $20. So maybe it was just $11.50. I don't know. But I don't know that I can get out of here this way either. I did just accept another long distance delivery for maybe $14. And that couple, or that person that just left that order, left me an extra tip, and I can't get back into, there we go. Somewhere I have a notice in here that says thanks for the extra tip. Thanks for the extra, much appreciated. So sent them that message now. Return to Dash, directions to Lost Pizza, which is, I don't know how the heck we're gonna get there from here. It is, maybe there's some back roads I can take. Yeah, probably so. Instead of crossing over the freeway and then going around. Oh, all right. I don't know. I do not know if that one was delivered on time or not. It could have been late. It could have been late. I was gonna try to go see. Yep, late. So I've dropped another one on my freaking on my on-time delivery stuff, which is frustrating because now I've got 18 with that one, and it was late by 2 minutes picking it up, late by 2 minutes dropping it off. And we can't exclude this order. So I don't know what it takes to exclude orders, but any which way, we're just gonna keep dashing. That is gonna be the hardest thing, because that late thing is the hardest thing to do correctly. Oh, and they do want me to go across the freeway. I am not gonna go across the freeway. Probably should have, because I'm never going to get across this intersection here. Yeah, that was a mistake. Come on, people. Okay. Scooting out front of a big pickup truck. Oh, alrighty then. So yeah, with this new system, it would appear that the on-time pickup, on-time delivery has the most weight against your status. And if you can't get that up there, then it is going to be not the best situation. So my acceptance rate has moved up to 76, and I'm still at a 78 overall, because my acceptance has moved up to 26 out of 30, but my on time has dropped to 12 out of 30 instead of 13 out of 30. So phooey on you. So the only real way that I can get it is to get my on time crap up there. And when it first started working, because this on time thing has been on there for ever since I can remember, right? And but it never did work. I was up at 93% for like a year, and it just sat there. And then all of a sudden it dropped to 92, and within a day or two of that, it dropped to 80 something, and it started working like immediately. As soon as you dropped an order off, it would say, hey, this is early, this is later on time. And then I dropped to like 70 something, and I got it back up to 90 something. But the way I was doing part of it was I could go into the system and say, hey, look here, I am actually not at blame, and it would write those things off. But now I haven't been able to write a late order off in a long time, to say, hey, go exclude this thing because I have to wait so long on the restaurant. So that one there, I was late, and it was two parts. One, I sat at a stoplight for like 5 minutes before I got to the restaurant because the food was ready when I got there. The other thing is, I missed a turn that would have took me to the freeway, bringing it to their house, and instead of getting on the freeway there, I got on the freeway further down the road, which took a couple of extra minutes. So yeah. And then there's all these extra steps you have to get done to actually hit the time. Like, you have to go through, like, hey, hit this button, take a picture, hit this button, and then finally, I guess it registers after you hit all the buttons. Well, sheesh, that could take an extra minute. You know? I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna make it to this restaurant on time. Pick up by 5:53. And it says, my GPS says I should be there by 5:51. Most likely they don't have the food ready. They might. They might. Come on, dude, you could have went. Well, this is where traffic is gonna get me. I'm already at 5:52. I'm sitting at a stop sign and people won't go. But this time of day, traffic is bad, people coming home, and lots of people getting off the freeway, and I gotta cross traffic. And they're all turning in front of me, in front of two cars in front of me, so the likelihood we get out of here anytime soon, I don't know. Let's see if these people will just go. Go. Oh, dang it. Alright. Now go. I'm gonna double stop it. That's what I hate about this intersection here. It's like you gotta go come out and cross one layer of traffic, and then to stop within about 100 more yards to get another layer of traffic. Not even 100 yards, maybe about 50 yards. And then traffic's just as bad on here, and people are turning in front of us to go this way too. Ay, ay, ay. Alright guys, I'm going to try to dodge death here and go get this pizza, so we'll be right back. Wow, 13 miles, 23 minutes. This is cray. Alright, we got a long ways to go. Let's see, 6:19. I got a 5-minute this 5-minute gap or cushion, let's say. Alright, where are we going? Where are we going? Dude, this thing is taking us way out into nowhere that I don't want to go. Wow. Oh well. Alright. Well, this is what we do though. Take long orders for double-digit dollars and hope that it pays out in the long run. This one here probably won't, because it's going to take me 22 minutes to deliver and 22 minutes to get back into town. So 45 minutes, plus it took me 8 minutes to get to the restaurant. So an hour round trip for $14. Well, it is what it is. Alright, I am going to take a little break, and this break is going to be sponsored by Cliff Bar. White chocolate macadamia nut. There's a link down in the description that will take you to my link tree, and in there's a Rambling Dasher store. So a lot of the stuff that we use in the dashing, whether it be like some of the snacks that I eat in the car, like this Cliff Bar, or some nuts and things that I might eat. So I do that from time to time, to electronics like what holds the phone, the key or wireless charger that holds the phone, a newer version of the mic that I use. Man, these people are flying today. But a lot of different things in there, but these Cliff Bars are in there as well. So it's one way that you can help your friendly Rambling Dasher, is just at no extra cost. If you buy stuff on Amazon, just click on that link there for the Rambling Dasher store at Amazon, and whatever you buy, whether it's something on my list or something off my list, we can get a commission for it. So that would help me out, buy a tank of gas or whatever else. So it'd be greatly appreciated if you would consider that. So I'm gonna take a break, eat this, and we'll be back when we drop this stuff off. So see you in a minute. All right, we have delivered that one. It was $14.50. That was $7.50 base pay, wow, and $7 tip, which is kind of surprising that we had that big of a base pay. I will take it. I will take it. So yeah, that puts us at $34 after 2 hours and 1 minute. So we did get started a little bit late today. So so $34.50. I'm just gonna tell you, those first 2 orders put us way behind the 8 ball in trying to get $20 an hour. So we're a little bit above 15, 16, we're about 17 bucks an hour right now. So it'll be hard to catch up, but that's to be expected. Our main goal is still intact of hitting 100 bucks tonight. It's the ideal goal, ideal as in maybe pie in the sky, out of reach. You know, I know there's plenty of people out there in Facebook world that say that if you can't get $35 an hour, you need to go get a real job. And I'm just like, you know, what are you gonna do? I mean, I know there's places out there where they're I don't know, where they are probably the government are forcing them to pay people more. And I really believe, I don't know, that it drives up the cost of the food. So everybody pays more for the food and the delivery costs because the people make more money. So does their more money pay or buy them as much goods? It's gonna be a wash, right? It's just a natural thing. You know, everybody's all complaining about these tariffs that the United States taxpayers or the American consumers are going to be the ones paying for it. The reality with all these tariffs is that all these other countries have tariffs on the United States products. So the people that manufacture in the United States have already moved all their manufacturing to these other countries, so they don't have to pay the tariffs to those countries. So the United States putting tariffs on other countries, including the American companies that have manufacturing abroad, are now going to be moving manufacturing back to the United States because there's tariffs for goods coming into the United States. So if they manufacture it here, that doesn't cost them any extra. So it's kind of like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But at least it won't be on the backs of the poorest slave labor in China and other countries. It may cost us a little bit more, but if you want to virtue signal, then virtue signal that, right? Support American workers instead of Chinese slave labor. I don't know. That makes sense to me. And if we did it right, the tariff money could easily go to cut the deficit, and the United States deficit is one of the bigger reasons why there's any kind of inflation. So if we could get the deficit back down and come up with a way that they would actually balance the freaking budget to say, hey, we're not going to have any more additions to the deficit because we have a balanced budget every freaking year. And ideally, the balanced budget would be a deficit budget so that the deficit would go down every single year until it got to zero, or we had a surplus. My hope is that that kind of stuff can happen. Nobody else has had the balls to do it. I can promise you that. And I know that can give me a lot of people, not a lot, because there's not a lot of people going to see this video, but a lot of people could just you know, it's like, where do you come off saying that, blah blah blah. Well, the reality is if it was me and if it was you, you could not go out there and borrow as much money as you wanted to and keep borrowing every single freaking day to the tunes of hundreds of thousands of dollars for every American on this planet, or every American in this country. So somehow, some way, we have to cut spending, and we have to be able to pay for ourselves and lower the deficit, which will lower inflation. If we can get Americans to be manufacturing things here instead of overseas and shipping it back here, that's going to be better as well, because those Americans will be making money, right? Anyway, I'll get off my little high horse. A lot of people don't see it that way, or they're not informed as to what is actually going on. They're just told that everything is bad. But if you sit back and do a little research into it, you really find that it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Alright, I still got 10 more minutes to get back in town. I'm going to hit another little break. And it'll be another second. So I'll let you know when I get another order, and we'll keep plugging along at this $100. It's about 6:24 now. So I've been going a little bit over 2 hours, and I got $34.50. I would like to have $50, but by 7, but that ain't gonna happen. Not well, yeah. I kind of doubt it. I'd have to have another order like that, and that order right there is a good long order, a long delivery, long pickup, long everything. So and I just got another offer. Hey. So I don't know why I'm getting these long deliveries, but it's like 5.3 miles for $5.25. So I'm gonna accept it, and we're gonna go grab it at Little Caesars. It's on this road, and we're 5 minutes away from it. So fingers crossed it'll be ready by the time we get there, because it says that we need to pick it up at 6:32, and GPS says we'll be there at 6:30. So not very nice of them to do us that way, but it is what it is. So I don't know how we're going to get these things on time when they don't give us any leeway to get there. So anyway, it is what it is. We're going to keep plugging away, and I'll catch you after we pick up this pizza. Alright guys, we have picked this pizza up. It was ready in the portal, which I would say is like a Festivus miracle. So now we're going to deliver it, and it's 1.6 miles for 1.1 and 2 minutes. Because evidently it thought it was going to take 2 minutes to get around the building. I don't know what it thought it was doing, but anyway, so we're going to go down here and get this pizza delivered. So I will check back in and see what the totals were when we get it dropped off. So see you in a second. Alright guys, I don't have a clue how much that order was. We immediately got another lowball order for like $5 and something at the same Little Caesars. So we're going back to Little Caesars. But these little orders are not taking that long, so 2 orders and maybe I might be one more away from hitting the $50 mark by 7, which still is not $60. Is where I really need, I don't need to be, but $50, so that I only have to get another 50 in the last 3 hours. So $50 by 7, $50 by 10 puts us at 100. Let's see. That one I gotta pick up by 6:37, and it's already 6:40. How the heck is that happening? I don't know. I mean, I just got this order. Oh, it says pick up by 6:43. It might be ready if this one was declined by someone else. Don't know what happened. Let's take a look at though. This is what I don't like, is checking these ratings all the time. My acceptance rate is up to 77 now, and my on time is still 82. It looks like my Little Caesars was on time and my Lost Pizza was on time. I was way early on that one. Early by 8 minutes. It said I was late by 1 minute on the pickup, which I beg to differ. But anyway, alright. I'm gonna hit the pause. I will see you back here in a second after I pick up this pizza. Alright guys, we are back. We have to get this delivered by 6:55, and we got a 5-minute window there, so 5-minute cushion. It says I should be there by 6:50. 8 minutes, 3 miles. So I know it's some little, they call themselves townhouses over off the freeway in Bryant. So not a bad gig. It's across the freeway though. Anywhere I go, it's like I hate going across the freeway. I don't know why, but I do. So, is this gonna, I can't tell. Oh, I see. We're at 39.75 and this one is 5.48. So it's gonna put us roughly at about $45. In 5 minutes. Still puts us behind that. $5 short of 50 before 7. Now granted, I started a little late, so but I'm gonna tell you this, the other night anyway, Wednesday night, it just died after 7, because I had $60 by 7 the other night, and it is just like dead. But Friday night might be different, or people could all be gone to football games or something like that. You never know. I don't know. I know, is today today's is Friday. It is the weekend, so I think I don't see a lot of traffic here, but I do believe Bryant has got a team coming in from Georgia to play them here, if I'm not mistaken. So that's a long ways away, and I'm right up by the school. There's not a lot of traffic out. So, and Bryant is the #1 team in the state in the largest classification, and highly ranked in the United States as well for a high school team. They might be ranked in the top 15 in all the United States for high school football. I gotta get in the other lane too. Alright guys, I'm gonna go deliver this pizza. We'll be right back. Thanks for sticking around. See you in a sec. Alright people, we have got another new order to Papa John's. They all seem to be for roughly whatever the dollar amount is how many miles we have to go. So $1 per mile, which is okay. You know, we're not going to break any records with that. So we're that was, and it's for $6.50, so we're probably like close to 3 miles away from it too, so maybe it won't be as far. So we're at $45, and I don't know that we can get it delivered in 15 minutes, but maybe. But that's going to put us at about $51 or so. Oh, excuse me. Let me look at some. I've got to go all the way through this neighborhood. I went through it once and had me. Then I realized that it's all the way back at the very beginning. So, and they have the hugest speed bumps in this neighborhood, and then right up here a double speed bump. So alright, so I'm looking at my ratings. I'm up to 79 overall now, because I got a 26 out of 30 points on acceptance, and oh dang it, on time is 13, so I'm up to, yeah, I'm back up to 83%, which is 13, so I dropped down. Here's another double one, and these things are ridiculous. You can see all the bottoms of cars scraping across these things. And then one more set of doubles up here. Alright. So, yeah, I just got to get more on-time deliveries, because that's the only way I can really sneak up on there. I might get a little bit more on the acceptance rate, but man, having on-time deliveries is not an easy task. Return to dash. Directions to Papa John's. Yep, I'm going to the right one. I was like, there's only two. The other one is a long ways away. So, anyway. So, it was my birthday, and I was on vacation with my son, but my girlfriend is taking me to dinner this weekend. So, it's supposed to be a surprise, but I let the cat out of the bag and guessed it, which that's a mistake. So, even if you guess it, just guess some absurd, crazy place. So, that they would never pick. But I picked it on the first try. That was not all that well received. But I'm looking forward to going there, because I've never been there. So anyway, alright, we are at Papa John's, or at least the back door. We'll pick up this pizza and head on out. We'll catch you on the other side. Alright guys, we have a 1 minute cushion here. I was definitely late on the pickup, because they didn't even have it in the oven when I got there. So another day in the life. So I'll probably get not marked as negative on that one. Now this is 6 miles 13 minutes, so I kind of got ripped on this deal, because I should have been cut down some, but I don't know, maybe they changed the app to where the delivery wherever you pick it up from, it should be measured from that point, even if from that point to the store to the delivery home, and that's the full distance. But now it took me, I don't know, a good ways. Maybe it wasn't as far from where I picked it up, from where I got the order from, to get here is what I think it is, but I don't know, maybe. But anyway, I gotta go 6 miles, and it's gonna take me 12 minutes, and it's gonna pay me like $6 or something. So it is what it is. We're gonna take it, we're gonna get it, and we're gonna fight like anything to get back up there to $100. And I can tell you that our goal is $300 every week. And I was out of town last weekend and got back Monday and did it DoorDash Monday night, and then went out Wednesday and only got like $88, $89. So that was a crap shoot as well. And now today, unless things pick up and get some bigger orders, it's going to be tough to hit 100 tonight as well. So I don't know if that's the algorithm working against me with the way these things have changed, but lots of changes with DoorDash. I mean, the biggest, well, I have had 2 decent orders tonight, but they were really long distances. Yee. Really long distance. So now I am, I don't know, trying just to stay busy. So there's a few things that I can I've noticed with this is, and I've been DoorDashing since January of 24. So, and I did just hit 3,000 this week or two. I think it was on the week before Labor Day, on a Wednesday. Does that sound, man, I don't know what day. Monday. No. Maybe the Friday before that. Seems like it was the Friday before that. But anyway, because I only worked a little bit on a Wednesday and I got 8 deliveries, and that put me at 3,008. So I hit Friday before that, I hit 3 grand. So anyway, sorry. But now I'm up over 3,000 deliveries lifetime. But anyway, I don't know where I was going with this whole bot. I do not know. I do not know. Oh, it was something about stats and stuff like that. I do like a lot of stats and just start deriving my own little gotchas out of it. I do know it's hard to hit when you start accepting $4 or $5, even $5 orders. It's hard to get $20 an hour, and you're going to need some $20 hours, or you're going to need very consistent 3 $5 orders, 3 $6 orders in an hour to hit your $100 for the whole night. So it's very hard to get the $100 in this particular area. And I'm not complaining at all. Other people complain for me, and I really hate people that do that stuff. Hey, yeah, I used to have a boss that did that crap. I overheard you talking to the customer, and if I was them, I would be really mad. So much so as I was like, what are you talking about? Oh, I'm gonna have you come into the room. I'm gonna call and apologize to them for you, and just ask them how they felt about the way I was talking to them. And he took me into his office to call them on speakerphone, and they didn't answer. But then the crazy thing is that these people are still, this is, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. Probably 15 years ago now, because time is flying by. But yeah, I talked to him about it afterwards, and I'm still Facebook friends with these people, right? they were customers of ours at the time, and my boss just thought I was rude to him on the phone. But you know, we just, whatever, we talk how we talk, and they all know me and care about me, and I care about them, and you know, we just, whatever. He thought I was just being rude to him. I also one time had to go apologize to a coworker, and I was like, dude, I'll go, if I offended him, I'll take him outside and apologize to his face. And I went and did that, and the dude was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, well, I might have come off as crash or some, I don't know, so whatever word. And he's like, dude, no, that's just how people talk. But I'm not a big fan of those people who are offended for other people. And that's where you get a lot of virtue signaling going on. It's like, hey, I'm going to make myself look good because I'm going to be offended for something that I'm not offended by. I'm offended by it for someone else, but it turns out that those people aren't offended by it. You know? And I personally do believe, like, all this, this military going into Washington, D.C., and all those white people out there protesting it, but you don't see a single black person out there because they're the ones getting killed. And I just think that's the craziest thing in the world, is like, all they're doing is trying to make sure that people don't lose their lives on a nightly basis, and you're going to go out there and protest them because you're virtue signaling for the black people. And I'm just like, settle down, dude. For whatever's going on in those communities, the police can't do it. But the military comes in, and there's not a single murder for I don't know how many days, if it's still, it's probably not still, or else I would still be hearing in the news. It's been 21 days, so my guess is there has been murder in DC since then, but it was 7 days for sure without, you know. And then they're all freaking out in Chicago thinking it's going to happen there, but I just can't comprehend. It's like, are the people in power worried or going to lose face because if someone else sends the military in there and shows them up and shows them how to do their freaking jobs to make sure that people aren't murdered every day, you get 60 something or 50 something people killed over a weekend. And I'm just like, what in the world? Why would you turn the help down? At least take your own state guard and put them in there. For goodness sakes. Stop the bleeding. Who are you getting paid for to not send it in there? Is it the cartels? Are you getting paid by the cartels because the cartels don't want any enforcements and don't want to stop the drug trafficking? Do you really hate your own people that much? If it's not the cartels, do you just hate your own people? And you don't care? You just want them for one day every 4 years to vote for you, and then you turn your back on them after that? I don't know. I can get riled up about this kind of stuff. It starts firing me up. So I'm going to stop talking about that. So this is not supposed to be the political channel. Anyway, so the Rambling Dasher rambled political things. So I apologize. I don't mean to offend anybody. I have strong beliefs about things, and I care about everybody. And I do believe in having discourse and civil conversations. But I also believe in we don't all have to agree. But I don't have to ram things down your throat. You don't ram things down my throat. And we all should be able to get along. mean, that is one of the beautiful things about the United States, is that it is a melting pot, that people with differing ideas and thoughts and that, but at some point there's got to be some type of humanity about us, that we can't just throw punches every time we start talking about things that we disagree with, or we start screaming. You know, I saw a video the other day. It's like somebody just got down on their knees and started screaming like a little baby, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know where they think that is going to be beneficial, or if they're going to get their way doing that. But traditionally, in most households, and you know, maybe it's that household we never told them no. And that is a lot for a lot of younger people, is like they never were told no, and so they can't handle it today. Everything has got to be handed to them, and they expect everything for free, and it just boggles my mind. Anyway, as I deliver pizzas, right? As I deliver pizza. Alright, I am half a mile away, 1 minute away. I'm gonna hit the pause. We'll catch you on the other side. Okay, we got that one knocked out. It was $6.50 with a $3.50 base and a $3 tip. So that's one of the things I was going to talk about earlier, I forgot, was base pay to tip ratio. And you can't see it until it's over. I can tell you right now, tonight is not going to be a good night, because base to tip ratio is not good. So what happens is that if you have like a 1-to-1 base to tip, like this one here was $3.50 base but $3 tip, so it was less than, the tip was less than the base pay. But if you have a good night, it's usually going to be probably close to a 2-to-1 base pay to tip. So for like a $3 base pay, you might get $6 tip for a $9 delivery. Well, that would have been a good tip. It would probably close to $10 order would have been a great one for this one. But no, they did a tip less than the base pay. So when you have a lot of those, that means you're just driving around for a lot of low paying orders, because the vast majority of your pay on good nights comes from tips. It doesn't come from base pay. You work for base pay for DoorDash, kind of like waitresses work for restaurants for tips. You don't get a lot of pay from the restaurant. You go to work there for the tips. So when your base pay and your tips are equal, that's just a recipe for a poor evening. Now, I might have close to $100 before this night's out, but it's mainly because of the quantity of orders. But anyway, hey, it is getting dark out, so I think we're going to end this episode. And with that, I am going to try to end this episode. So I'm going to jump over and kind of wrap up this episode by going to my ratings. Right now, I'm going to read them off real quick. And we're at 77% on acceptance rate, so that's 26 out of 30 points. 100% on completion, that's 15 out of 15. On time, I'm at 83, which is 13 out of 30. Customer rating, 4.99, which is 10 out of 10. and my lifetime deliveries was 3,022. So yeah, we're doing all right. I can't see. Can I see? Oh, it doesn't show the amount. Let me see. It's 51.73 right now. So we've been about 3 hours and 15 minutes. So maybe. So here's what I'll say is thank you for watching so far. Hit the like and subscribe. Be sure to check out that Linktree link in the description or the comments down below. Check out our Amazon store and any of the other links on there. Oh, and I forget to mention this, but my daughter is in Japan, and she doesn't really have a job, and she does have some bills to pay. So help her buy a cup of coffee or whatever. She's got some t-shirts out there where she makes $10 profit off of it. So I think it's $21 plus $4 and something shipping. But she gets about $10 off of that $21 t-shirt plus shipping. And then yeah, so it'd be and her designs, Japanese inspired design. She's going to school over there in a Japanese language school. So if you have an opportunity, check that the August t-shirt. I've got the design for September. I just don't have it set. I'm gonna get it out over the weekend. But yeah, check that out. Much appreciated if you wanted to help sponsor her by buying a shirt, or you can go straight to my PayPal and just tag it for my Japanese daughter. So yeah, whatever you wanted to do, that'd be awesome. But yeah, we got those shirts out there, and lots of other little things. So just trying to make our way in a gig economy and that kind of stuff. But hey, much appreciated for you guys sticking around. Like and subscribe. Be safe out there. Have a good night. Bye.